earlier, and also we conducted test paper. Everything is over. Then now we want to discuss a new chapter. Okay, can you say what is our first chapter name? Can you recall that name? Okay, what is that? Resources. What is that? Resources. Okay. Resources, we know that anything that can be satisfy our needs is called resources. For example, now I am using this chalk piece for writing something. But it has some uses, and also that is included in the which category? Resources. Okay. Then we know that here is so many other resources. We want to live. We live on earth. Okay. Now here is so many other resources. Now here is going on rain. After the rain, what will happen? We get so many water. So water, that is a resource. Okay. Then what is our water included in our surroundings? We know that here is many trees, then soil, and so many items. Now in this chapter we want to discuss land, earth, water, soil, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. So what is our chapter name? Land. Our second chapter. Okay, what is our chapter name? Land, soil, water, then natural vegetation, and plants. Okay, our second chapter name: land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife. Okay, you got an idea about what are included in this chapter? Yes. All of you look at your textbook. There is one extra. You want to look there. Silently read. In a small village in Tanzania, Africa, Martha gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. Okay, here is one place. Which place? Tanzania, that is in Africa. There is one person. What is the name of that person? Yes, Mamba. Okay. She want to collect water. Fetch water means collecting water. Okay. That's why every day she gets up very early in the morning. For what purpose? She want to collect water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. She want to collect water for maintaining this or for collecting this water. She want to walk a long way or a long hours used for or a long hours spending for collecting water. She then helps her mother in the house and join her brothers and take care of their gods. Listen, she is a very good girl. After collecting water, she helps her mother. Listen, here is it. She then helps her mother in the house and join her brothers in taking care of their gods. There is some gods. Brother want to take care of the gods. She also helps to brother. Then all her family owns a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Listen, their house, small hut Atta means kudile. The surrounding area, which area? Both fertile area? No, rocky area. Which area? Rocky area. Listen, all her family owns is a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mamba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. Listen, after tilling that land, they cultivate. Mamba's father cultivates. There is maize and beans. What are the two items? Maize and beans. Then, this is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. It is not enough. These maize and beans, or they can't satisfy the whole year. It is not what is that? They can't complete it, or it is not sufficient for their use. Peter lives in the heart of the sheep rearing region in the New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Listen, here is, in our textbook, here is two examples. The first example we already discussed. Okay, here is Tanzania in Africa. Listen, there is one Mamba's family. Okay, we know that their life situation very poor condition because their land is very rocky, that is not suitable for the cultivation. But after tilling the land, or they hardly work there, they can cultivate it. There is only two items, that is maize and beans, but that is not sufficient for the 1 year. We now understood one thing. What is that? Their life situation very poor situation. Peter lives in the heart of the sheep rearing region in New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Their family runs a wool processing factory. Every day, when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. But in case of Peter, listen, he lives in the heart of the sheep rearing region in New Zealand. Peter lived in New Zealand, where the heart of that means the important place of the rearing region. Which rearing? Sheep rearing. What do you mean by sheep? Chemmari area. Then, every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheepyard is situated on a wide grassy plain with hills in the far distances. This sheepyard, okay, that is a wide grassy land, that it is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. That shipyard managed in a scientific method, then there is used latest technology. Okay. Then Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. Okay. Organic farming means there is Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. Okay. Then here is two examples. The second one is the Peter's family. What happened? Which type of a situation? There is used some latest technology. Then there is cattle rearing. Which cattle? Sheep rearing. There is used some technology. Okay. Then just we compare these two situations. We understood something. Okay. What is that? One is included in the rich category. Another is the Mamba's family is included in the poor category. Okay. Mamba and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and led very different lives. The main reason they are situated in the different region, or they live in the different region of the world, that is entirely different one to another. This difference is because of the differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals, and the usage of technology. Listen. Both lands are same? No, that is difference. What is the reason? Because we know that say no, that is different. Listen, this differences is because of the differences in the quality of land. What are the differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals, and the usage of technology? The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. Listen, the availability of such resources, that means the availability of these resources, that means land, soil, water, natural vegetation and animals, it is the main reason places differ from each other. That means it is not equally distributed. Okay. It is not equally concentrated in each area. That is the main reason behind it. Because in case of Africa, we understood one thing. There is a rocky area. Mambas lived in the rocky area. At the same time, in case of New Zealand, Peter's uncle lived in the grassy areas because they are rearing sheep and also used some technology. Okay. Then we want to know about, or we understood something on the basis of these two examples. In the region different. Okay, listen, here all regions are not same, it is the different. So we want to know about what is the reason behind it. Different areas are different. But firstly, we want to discuss land. What do you want to discuss? Land. Okay. Land is among the most important natural resources. Which is the most important natural resources? Land is the most important natural resources. All of you want to underline that. It covers only about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. Listen, land is among the most important natural resources. It is the most important natural resources, land. Then it covers only about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. Listen, 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface. Land. Listen, here the whole part of the Earth's surface. Here only 30% land area. How many percentage? Only 30% land area. Then the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. Listen, 30% land area available here, but it is not completely habitable area. What do you mean by habitable? Habitable means, okay, what is the meaning of the habitable? It is not suitable for the living. വാസയോഗ്യമല്ലാത്തത്, താമസിക്കാൻ കൊള്ളാത്ത area. Okay. Then the uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world, mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. Listen, the uneven distribution of population. Listen, here all area, firstly we discuss all regions are different. Then here in case of population distribution, that is not equally. Okay. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. The rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas of susceptible to waterlogging, desert areas, thick forested areas are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Listen, here is the uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. The distribution of population, that is varied. What is the reason behind it? Because when we select for living, firstly we consider the climatic condition and is it suitable for living. Firstly we want to know. Then here is we know one thing, total land area, that is the 30% of land area available, but certain area is not suitable for living, or it is not habitated. Okay, what is the reason behind it? Because that is not or their existing climate or topography that is not suitable for the living. Then what are the areas? The rugged topography. What do you mean by rugged topography? Steep, rugged topography, steep slopes, then steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging. Low-lying areas, waterlogging, ചതുപ്പായിട്ടുള്ള സ്ഥലങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ വെള്ളം മിക്സ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. Okay, that is not suitable for the living. Then desert areas. Desert area, we know that what is the speciality? Full of soil there is. And thick forested areas. Another thing is the thick forested area. They normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Okay, normally it is not suitable for the habited area or it is uninhabited. Is clear? Can you follow me, class? Now we are discussing here is land. Okay, total earth surface here is 30% land area, but it is not completely used for living or used for habitated area, because here is included certain areas, thickly forested area, desert area, steep slopes, then rugged topography, steep slopes of mountains, etc. That is the reason. Okay, then plains and river valleys offer suitable land for agriculture. Here is plain area, plain, okay, samadhana, okay, plain area and also river valleys. It is more suitable for the agriculture. Okay, it is more suitable for land for agriculture. Hence, these are densely populated areas of the world. Listen. Certain areas are densely populated area, other areas are sparsely populated area. Densely populated area means there is existing some people, that means more people lived in that area. That is that. Densely means eduthingi parkkunnathu. Then sparsely means chinni chidari avade ivadeyayittu. Okay, sparsely populated. What is the reason behind it? Sparsely populated area, the reason maybe that area is a difficult terrain, like rocky areas, then mountainous areas, thick forest area or desert area. That is the reason. But plain area and coastal area, it is more suitable for the agriculture. That's why more people depend upon this agriculture. They live the nearest places of this. That's why here is most crowded or most thickly populated area that we consider plain area and river valleys. Okay. Next one is the land use. What is the another topic? Land use. First we will discuss land. Next one is the land use. What is the next topic? Land use. Land and land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads and setting up of industry. So what are the uses of land? Underline that. What are the uses of land? Yes. Land is used for different purposes. Purpose means objective or aim. We say in Malayalam uddesham. What are the purposes? Okay. The main purpose is agriculture. Next one is the forestry. Then mining. Next one is the building houses, roads and also setting up of industries. All of you want to underline. This is commonly termed as land use. It is commonly termed as land use. Is it clear what is land use? Okay, what is land use? Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads and setting up of industries. This is commonly termed as land use. Can you list out the different ways in which Mambas and Peters family use their land? The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. Listen, the use of land is determined by the physical factors. So firstly we discuss what is the land use or use of the land. What are the uses of land? Can you say? What is the first one? Agriculture. Then agriculture is the main use. Next, forestry. Then say mining. Building houses and roads. Then constructing or building. What is that? Industries. Okay. These are the main uses of land. It is called land use. Then we want to discuss the use of land is determined by physical factors and human factors. How we can use this land? It is determined. Right. What do you mean by determined? Determined means decided. Okay. It is determined mainly two factors. What are the two factors? Physical factors and human factors. What are the two factors? Physical factors and human factors. Here is mainly two factors determined by how to use this land. The physical factors that is included topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. So what are included the physical factors? Yes, topography, soil, then climate, minerals and availability of water. That also want to underline. So what are included the physical factors? Yes, topography, soil, then climate. Yes. Next one is the minerals and availability of water. Availability of water. These are the main physical factors. Repeat. Topography, soil, climate, minerals, availability of water. These are the main physical factors to determine the use of land. Then human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Okay, human factors such as population and technology are also, what are included the human factors? Population and technology. Population and technology, these are the human factors. I repeat, the use of land is determined by mainly two factors. One is the physical factor, other is the human factor. Okay, so firstly we discuss what is the physical factors. So what are included the physical factors? Topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology. These are the human factors. Then land can also be classified on the basis of ownership. Listen, land can also be classified on the basis of ownership. So firstly we discuss land. What is it? Land. Then what are the uses of land? Then what are the factors affecting the land use? Okay, here is the determination of the land use. Then we want to discuss the classification of the land. Okay, land can also be classified on the basis of ownership. Firstly, we can classify the land on the basis of ownership. Then we can classify the land on the basis of ownership. Here is mainly two. One is the private, other is the community. What are the two? Private and community. Okay. Private land is owned by individuals, whereas community land is owned by the community. Private land's speciality, that's ownership, the individual ownership. Okay, so the individual ownership that is in the private land. But in case of community land is owned by the community for common uses like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts or medicinal herbs. Listen, we can classify classify the land on the basis of ownership, here is mainly two types of land, private land and community land. Private land's speciality is ownership, that is the individual ownership. But in case of community land, it's an ownership, a community ownership. Okay, who are included in that community? A group of people included there is. That's a speciality. They can collect fodder. What do you mean by fodder? Cattle food. That we call fodder. Then they want to collect some medicinal herbs. What is the meaning of medicinal herbs? Aushadha sasyangala. That we call medicinal herbs. Then they want to collect fruits, nuts. Okay, but these type of items they can collect from this area. Which area? Community land. But here is mainly two types of land. Alright, they can classify the land on the basis of ownership. Here is private land and community land. Community land's speciality, that is the community ownership. They can collect fruits, nuts, and also fodder, medicinal herbs, etc. Then these community lands are also called common property resources. The community lands are another name. What is the another name of community land? Common property resources. What is the another name of community land? Common property resources. What is it? Common property resource is the another name of a community land. Is it clear? Okay, now we discussing the classification of land on the basis of ownership. Here is mainly two types are included, that is the private land and the community land. The community land's speciality, that is included the community ownership. They can collect fodder, fruits, nuts, and also medicinal herbs. Here is a community's ownership, that's why it also called common property resources. Okay, but what is the another name of the community resources or community ownership? Here is that is the common property resources. Community lands another name, common property resources. Okay, then people and their demands are ever growing, but the availability land is limited. Okay, people and their demands are ever growing. Okay, demand increases, population increases, automatically demand also increases. But we have limited space. We already discussed here only 30% land area. The land surface that only the 30%. But this 30% we completely can't use because certain area is not used for habitated. Alright, okay. What is the reason behind it? Because that is not suitable for living, especially rugged topography, then steep slopes of mountains. Next one is the desert area and also thickly forested area. Okay, that's why that is sparsely populated. Here plain area and river valleys, that is more suitable for the crowded area or living area. Okay. Then people and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. The quality of land also differ from place to place. The quality of land that also differ from place to place. All area, the quality of land that is not same. That also different. All area are not fertile. Okay, certain area is not suitable for the cultivation. Then people started encroaching the common land to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas, and to expand the agricultural land in the rural areas. Listen, people started encroaching. What do you mean by encroaching? Okay. Encroaching the common lands to build up commercial areas, then housing complexes. What is at the same in the urban areas. Okay. Then and to expand the agricultural land in the rural area, and also they expand the agricultural land in the rural area. Okay. Today, the vast changes in the land use pattern also reflect the cultural changes in our society. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are major threat to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and construction activities. Listen, the initial stages here, this type of problem, here not existed this type of problem. But now when we are trying to encroach the areas, or when we are trying or started certain areas or removing the natural forest and that area used for the cultivation, then here is building houses, building other things, okay, or many complexes, okay, it affected our topography, okay, it affected our topography, and then here is many hazardous things happen. What do you mean by hazard or hazardous? That means the dangerous. Okay, here is major threats. What are the threats? Like landslides, soil erosion. Okay, what do you mean by landslides and soil erosion? Okay, soil erosion is മണ്ണൊലിപ്പ്. Then landslides ഉരുൾപൊട്ടലൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവും. Okay, then land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threat to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and construction activities. Now, what are the reasons behind it? Here is started land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification. What are the reasons behind it? Expanding agricultural and construction activities. Okay, is it clear? On the basis of this, here is 4 pictures. Okay, we can easily identify something. What are the changes here happening? Okay, and also one more thing. Here is one table. Can you see? You want to read the table, and here is 2 questions. You want to find the answer. It is so simple. That is homework. No need to write in your notebook, just to write that answer in your textbook. When you write anything in your textbook, you use only pencil. Please avoid the use of pen. Okay, because I know one thing, you make some mistakes. But our textbook have no neatness. I don't like it. You think about, oh, it's my textbook. That means yours textbook. I can use anything. That is not it. Textbook is yours, but my subject, I want neatness. Okay, you use only pencil. Okay, I repeat today what are discussed. Okay, our second chapter, that is the land, soil, water, natural vegetation and natural vegetation and plants. Today we discuss only one topic. What is that? Land. Okay. Firstly, we discussed how many percent area here is land area on our earth. Only 30% land area, but that is not completely used for living. Then another thing is what are the uses of land? Here is different uses like agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, industries, etc. Building houses and roads, industries. These are the main uses. Then on the basis of this land use, we can determine here is mainly 2 factors. What are the 2 factors? Physical factors and human factors. Physical factors that is included here is something. Okay, listen about human factors and physical factors. That is here is mainly included. The physical factors here topography, then soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. These are included the physical factors. Then we discussed the human factors. Human factors, there is human technology and population. There are only 2 things, that is the population and technology. Then we discussed how can we classify the land on the basis of ownership. We can classify mainly 2. What are the 2 classifications on the basis of ownership here? Private land and community land. Private land's speciality, that's ownership, individual ownership. Community land's speciality, community ownership, because they want to collect fodder, then fruits, nuts, medicinal herbs. That is why it have one another name, that is the common property resource. Then Gradually, here is some changes in case of community land. People encroaching the community land. In case of the cities, they make more buildings. In case of rural area, there is mainly used for removing the community land, and they mainly used for the cultivation purposes. That is the expansion of agriculture. It cost here is some important threats. Okay, what are the important threats or to pave the way of threat? എന്തിനൊക്കെ വഴിയൊരുക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളത്? Soil erosion, land degradation, landslides, and also here is desertification. These are the main things. Okay, to be continued on next class.